Yeah, Silent Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9 hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep, go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laps in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on? What's going on, folks? Your man Wildcard Mar back in the building. Hope all is well. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday evening. Hope you're having a wonderful week. Get over that hump day. Yeah. Appreciate y'all tapping in with another episode. I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition is episode 450. 450. And as you can see the headlines, of course, we'll talk some NFL talk. All right. Quarterback got paid, Mr. Irrelevant. Brock Purdy got some big money. Rules are meant to be broken or upheld. Talking about the tush push. Tush push. We'll talk about that. We'll definitely talk about that. We'll definitely talk about some other things in the NFL and other sports. All right. Which I know what it is. We're going to start right here. Eastern Conference Finals kicked off tonight. Indiana Pacers, New York Knicks, Game 1, Eastern Conference Finals. Goes into overtime. 138-135. Knicks blew it. Pacers walk away with Game 1, 138-135. I want to point something out because I definitely was listening to Inside the NBA or the fellas for on TNT, Chuck, Kenny, Shaq, and Ernie. They got Draymond as a guest analyst. So 555 on the mic tonight. So I was listening to what Charles said, and he made a valid point, and I trust his judgment on this one. He made the point that, hey, it's when you you only play 6-7 guys in your rotation. You also you're talking about the time frame of these. At least on this round in the Eastern Conference Finals, you're playing every other day. So you're playing tonight, off tomorrow. Game 2 is on Friday. That's not enough rest. It's not enough rest for just 7 guys as your rotation. So wait, Charles made a valid point, and I agree with it is that you can't have just a small rotation. So Thibodeau went 8 people deep tonight. All right. He went 8 people deep on the rotation tonight. He's going to have to dig that. He's going to have to dig in that bench. Okay. You're going to have to play Shaman. You're going to have to play Colin. You're going to have to play Precious. You're going to have to play PJ Tucker. You're going to have to. All right. Reason why you're going to have to is because look at how the Indiana Pacers play. All right. They're about pace. All pun intended. They play fast. They play up tempo. I mean, look at the score, 138, 135. That's not your typical New York Knicks score. That's another point that Charles brought up that I thought was another great point. You know, that was probably their season high, like Chuck had said. Because at the look, Indiana's going to run. They're going to run. All right. Like me and Randy had talked about last night on the last night's show, Knicks have the favor in the fact that they are in my opinion, you know, size matters. You know, ask your woman. But the Knicks are bigger physically with their bigs. Obviously, Robinson, Towns, they are bigger than the bigs you would get in, you know, the Pacers. So I originally picked the Knicks in 6. I'm still sticking with them, and not because it's game 1. I'm not going to be a prisoner of the moment. But the Knicks should have won this game tonight. Knicks should have won this game tonight. All right? Let's call a spade a spade. Let's call a spade a spade. Literally in the last 2.5 minutes of that fourth quarter, Indiana went on a 26 run. 20-6 run in the last 2.5 minutes. Damn near. You know, y'all can correct me on those times where, you know, when I was watching the game, I was looking at the time, and I you know, vaguely remember that about 2.5 minutes left in the game. And next, you know, went on a run. And here's the crazy thing about Indiana, and especially this game tonight. In particular, this game. Obviously, you look at you know, all 5 starters, double figures. All right. Emard, 16 points. Miles Turner, 14 points. Siakam, 17 points. Nesmith, Aaron Nesmith. Yeah. Y'all don't recognize that name. 30 points. Tyrese Halliburton, you recognize that name. 31 points. All right. So let as much as we've had this conversation last week when it came to the Knicks and the Celtics. I'm going to give, you know, more of the credit to the Knicks when the Celtics blew that lead 3 times. All right. Because I think it's more admirable for the team that didn't quit, didn't give up, kept, you know, chipping, kept fighting, kept battling, never was too down, didn't get too up, stayed the course, won the game. 3 times the Knicks did it last series against Boston. 3 comebacks. But here's my problem. You can't have 3 comebacks in one round and then the first game in the next round, you the one giving up the lead. I got an issue with that. Here's why I got an issue with that. Because you knew more than once, not twice, but 3 times, how hard it is to come back, keep fighting, keep going, keep getting after it. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. Keep pressing forward. And next thing you know, you got a comeback on your hands. Knicks know how this story goes. They did it 3 times to the Celtics last week. So you, of all people, should know that, hey, it's the NBA. Cats go on runs. Cats get hot. Next thing you know, hey, cats in New York uniforms. Ha-ha, we got this. Ha-ha, we got this. Aaron Nesmith said, That man scored 20 points in the fourth quarter. 20 points in the fourth quarter. Had 8 threes. 8 threes. At one point, he was so hot that I was like, I don't even think this dude gonna miss. This dude is on it. Aaron Nesmith, he pretty much you know, sparked that comeback. He sparked that comeback. He did. It was beautiful to see. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I am absolutely going to love this series. I said it last week, and after one game, I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait. Because to a certain extent that the refs are letting them bang. All right. And what we got tonight was just magical. That was good basketball. I mean, literally, them dudes in Indiana were down. They were out. They had no business, absolutely no business winning this game. I'm just being completely honest. But they didn't quit. They kept fighting. They kept pushing. They kept chipping. All right. It was probably like 9 minutes left in the game. And they over here fouling Karl Anthony Towns doing 3-point attempts. And I'm like, oh man, what are y'all doing? Y'all over here just, trying to give away the game. Trying to give away the game. It's already bad enough you already got a deficit to close, but it don't help when y'all over here fouling dudes at the 3-point line. Like, come on now. But they kept fighting, kept pushing, kept clawing, kept scratching, kept getting after it. I just got to give big ups to Indiana, man. We got to call a spade. They had no business winning this game tonight, but they didn't quit. They persevered, kept fighting. And y'all better leave Tyrese Halliburton alone, man. That dude different. He different. Yeah, man. I'm the more and more I watch with Indiana, I'm starting to get more and more impressed with them. Look, I picked Knicks in 6. I'm sticking with it, but damn it, this gonna be a series because the Pacers are going to make the Knicks play their brand of basketball, as you saw tonight. They were playing more Pacers brand of basketball. Knicks don't score 135 on a regular basis. The Pacers are one of the most up-tempoest teams in the league. They're near the top, if not the top. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know for a fact. That Knicks don't play this style of basketball. When you got two bigs like Karl Anthony Towns, who I know could play inside out, and another big in Robinson, hey, you're playing old school basketball. You're trying to get to the block. You're trying to play inside out. I get it. There's nothing wrong with that. But you can't blow that lead. You cannot blow that lead. You cannot blow and waste a 43-point night from Jalen Brunson and the 35-point night from Karl Anthony Towns. You can't waste it. You can't waste it. Clearly. You got 78 points of your 135 from two players. They damn near got half your points. All right? I mean, that's crazy. So now after watching the game and looking at the stat sheet now, I'm starting to put some of that happened, why it makes sense now. All right? Why it makes sense now. Because fact of the matter is, you look at Karl Anthony Towns, yes, had a great game. Walking with the double-double. Here's what I love about his game. Only one turnover. So I love that. 35 points, 2 assists, a steal, a block, 12 rebounds. All right. Karl Anthony Towns had a good night. All right. Had a great night. Jalen Brunson balled. But it went to waste. I'm sorry. It went to waste. It did. It went to waste. That 43-point game, the 5 assists. You got to clean up the turnovers, though, Jalen. Got 7 of them. But regardless, where's the rest coming from? OG I.O.W, he chipped in 16, so did Mikal. Josh Hart didn't, he didn't help. Only has 8 points. I'm just looking at the Knicks offense right now. And I'm like, if your name is not Karl Anthony Towns, if your name isn't Jalen Brunson, where are you going to get this offense from? I get it. It's game one. It's the fill out process. All right, let's fill each other out. But come on, man. These two teams know each other. They play the shit out of each other every year. All right. At least I think a minimum at least 4 games a year. These two teams see each other. They are well aware of each other. All right. What they like to do, what they don't like to do. All right. But at the end of the day, especially at the end of this game, in game one, is really, 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 really telling on what the matchup could possibly be games 2, 3, and 4. And this is why I am really, I don't want to say regretting my pick to go Knicks in 6, but after looking at this, and like I said, I'm not trying to be a prisoner of the moment. I'm not trying to be. I'm just giving my initial thoughts and feelings. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm worried about my Knicks pick because I am absolutely worried that is Thibodeau going to use the rest of his roster? You cannot, I repeat, cannot have these guys, these same guys in the rotation. You can't have Josh Hart playing 44 minutes, Brunson 38 minutes, Karl Anthony Towns 39 minutes, OG I.O.W 42 minutes, Miles Bridges or Mikal Bridges 46 minutes. All right. The fact that you played Mikal and OG 46 and 42 minutes respectively, and all you got was 32 points from them two combined. You're supposed to get 25 from Mikal on his own. You could take another 20 from OG. But you can't go, 6 of 15 shooting from OG. That's not efficient. Not efficient. Then the two guys that you did use off the bench, Mitchell, 21 minutes. McBride, 25 minutes. Cameron Payne got another 10. This is what scared me about this matchup. This is what scared me about my pick of picking the Knicks. I told you last night I'm going Knicks in 6 because I believe that, hey, Brunson, the best player in this series, the clutch guy. I'm going with the clutch guy. He did his part. Jalen Brunson was not the reason why they lost tonight. Could he done a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit extra more in here? I guess so. But it wasn't his fault why they lost. Was not his fault at all on why the Knicks lost. He did his part. Well, he need more assists. Well, guess what? He got 5. Y'all do know how assists work. I just gotta make sure that you get the ball. It's up to the shooter to make the shot. That's how I get my assists. You're relying on somebody else to do their job. They weren't doing their job tonight. If your name was not Karl Anthony Towns or Jalen Brunson in the Knicks uniform, you got very pedestrian performances from Mikal Bridges, from OG, and you got a below pedestrian performance from Josh Hart. And Josh Hart, of all people, needs to give you his best game every game. He's not an offensive guy. He's a glue guy. He's going to do all the dirty work. He's going to do the stuff that doesn't necessarily show up on stat sheets. He's going to do the hustle plays. He's going to play the defense. That's fine. That's what I need him for. But when you show that you can score 23 points in a playoff game, well, you kind of changing expectations. But I'm going to be funky. I'm not expecting that from Josh Hart at 23 point game. I'm not expecting that from him on a regular basis. No, I'm not. But I'm looking at this game or recapping it in my mind, and I'm really worried. Is Thibodeau going to be able to trust the rest of his roster? He's going to have to. Fatigue is going to become an issue for the Knicks if he doesn't make the proper rotation changes. I'm not saying he has to use the rest of his roster in like that type of capacity where they're, getting 30, 35 minutes. No. What I'm saying is you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys you did not play. DNPs, coach's decision, did not play. All right, coach's decision. You got 7 guys that you chose as a coach not to insert them. Why not? Why not insert some of the bigger guys? Hey, you got 6 fouls, man. Go rough up some of these guys and slow them down. That's what I would have done. I mean, it's you're really looking at this situation with the Knicks, and I'm like, damn, are they gonna be able to hold up? Indiana's gonna run. They're gonna run. That's why their biggest big is Miles Turner. All right. 6'11", 250. That's their big guy. All right. I know Obi Toppin, he's a power forward, but he's 6'9". All right. Thomas Bryant, he's 6'10", but he don't get no PT. So my point is, still stands, 6'11". Miles Turner is your biggest guy. I don't know how you don't make sure you win this game. Karl-Anthony Towns is a legit 7-footer. All right. Mitchell Robinson, a legit 7-footer. The size is on the Knicks side. They got to use it. They got to exploit it. They got to slow this game down. I look, Knicks fans, I know you're looking at, overtime, we got 135 points. Y'all know that ain't y'all on the regular. When you not yourself on a regular, things don't always come up positive for you. Do they? I know when I'm not myself, things is off. Things ain't, operating properly. So my thing is Knicks, get back to your brand of basketball. Slow it down. Slow the pace down. Let your big men get after it, especially Karl-Anthony Towns. And let Brunson do what he do. But you gotta have to start getting some other people involved. Got to. They got to start making shots and getting involved and being part of the offense to help get past this great team that is Indiana Pacers. They're good, man. They're good. I maybe I was sleeping on the Pacers all year. But I think down the stretch, I'm like, okay, they're nice, they cute. Cute. And that's what people say when, it really ain't probably, it's cute. It's cute. But what they doing right now in the playoffs, man, hey, man, hats off to them. I tip my cap. To the Rick Carlisle. Huh? He's a champion. He knows how to take a big 3 down. Go ask Miami what's happening. All right. We knew where the talent was. It was on the Miami side. We know who also won the championship because of the better team won. Right? And when I look at the Pacers, I don't necessarily look at them and say, oh, they're the better team than talent-wise than the Knicks. I don't think so. Well, guess what? It don't matter who won game 1. Pacers showed that, hey, we the better team. We are the team. Teams are made up of everybody, not individuals. Y'all know this. Y'all know this. Indiana's for real, man. I'm worried about them. I said something earlier, and it triggered my brain to something I saw the other day. It was Sunday. Denver Nuggets got eliminated, and coming into that game, Aaron Gordon was probable. You know, and after they got eliminated, he said something that really rubbed me the wrong way, and that's why we're having this conversation right now, folks. All right. He said we need one more day of rest. The way that this format is, you know, that one more day of rest. We should, you know, give the players that extra day of rest. Now, here's my problem with what I had with what Aaron Gordon said. All right. Because I think what he said or what he was trying to say, I think I get what he was trying to say. I might be off. I don't know. I don't know what they really think. But one thing I do know is I need people to realize that the same format that Aaron Gordon is, you know, getting mad about right now. I don't know if he's necessarily mad, but he's definitely not in favor of the playoff format where you go on and off, on and off, on and off. He's not a fan of it. All right. Cool. My problem with Aaron Gordon saying that is that you can't have your cake and eat it too. Because 2 years ago, when the Denver Nuggets won the NBA Finals, the team that he was on and helped get that championship, I didn't hear anything about, oh man, I need that extra day of rest. You know? Oh man, we need excuse me? I'm slightly confused, Aaron Gordon, because you won a championship on this same exact playoff format. And as you get eliminated on the game 7, you needed that extra day of rest. Make this make sense, bro. Talk to me. Logically think about the hell you said, Aaron Gordon. So I don't think you thought before you said that. It just came out. And you just, you know, obliviously just let it just come out your mouth. And for me, I laugh at cats like this because it's like, yeah, come on, Aaron, did you really think about what you said? You come on, bro. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Now, I'm not the biggest Draymond Green fan, but I saw a clip of him saying the other day after they got eliminated. He said, yeah, man, it would be crazy if I came up here and said, you know, things would have been different. We probably could have won this matchup if Steph Curry didn't get hurt. And he was like, see, I could say something like that, but it would be disingenuous because I remember, and I'm not an idiot, that there was a 2015 NBA Finals that Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love didn't play in. We don't know what that series could have. That 2015 championship could easily be in Cleveland. I mean, as far as I know, that doesn't work out. I'm just of this mindset of when you say, oh, we lost because of this and lost because of that, be careful on what you put the reason why you lost. Because it's going to come off looking like, oh, we're giving up excuses, and I ain't even trying to hear that. Because there wasn't no excuses when none of the same format a couple of years ago, you won the NBA championship. You weren't bitching then. I need you to really Shh. Right now, Aaron Gordon. For real. It's the same format, bro. If you want crying and wolfing and try to raise hell when the year y'all won the championship on the same format, don't come at the press conference, you know, talking about, we need an extra rest day. Huh? Okay. Well, guess what? I'll tell you this, Aaron Gordon. If you really want that rest day that badly in the playoffs, that's when you negotiate that at the CBAs. That's what those are for. Collective bargaining agreements are for both sides, the owners and the content, the players, to try to come to a middle ground. That's the point of all this. All right? And I get that. I know y'all get that. But we're not going to cry when you lose, when the same scenario popped up when you was winning, but you was on the other end. You weren't losing in that situation. You didn't lose nothing. It's just weird, man. I just think it's crazy, man. I just think it's crazy. You can't have your cake and eat it too. All right. And if the format is that bad, CBA. I mean, I'm confused. Y'all got so much player empowerment in the NBA. You know, y'all damn near which, by the way, y'all do know this, right? They don't have to have guaranteed contracts in the NBA. Somebody started a trend and it just stuck. By rule and regulation in the CBA, they don't have to give these players fully guaranteed contracts. They don't. Not at all. No obligation to it. But it's crazy, man. Cats will find any excuse on why they lost. Any excuse on why they lost, but refuse to acknowledge any situations that favored them. That's why I respected Draymond Green in that moment for recognizing how things could have been for them had Steph not got hurt, but also being self-aware had they've also been on the other end of some injuries and benefited from it. So I respect cats that can have that pure, honest, self-awareness about themselves. So I can respect that for sure. But yeah, man, this basketball playoffs, this series, it's gonna be a fun one. This Knicks, Pacers, it's gonna be a fun one. It is. All right, y'all. Let's talk some NFL. Yes, let's talk NFL. So here's the thing. Your man, Brock Purdy, got some big money, dog. Got some money. You talking about flipping a Mr. Irrelevant pick like that? I mean, my goodness. Like my man is literally last pick a couple of years ago. A few years ago, not a couple, a few years ago. At least what, 3-4 years ago now? Mr. Irrelevant. And he turned 3 years into a big old check. Big old check. My goodness. And you look at the new deal. Think it makes sense? It makes sense. Makes sense to do it now. Had no choice. Well, let's take a listen to what Brock Purdy had to say. Mm-hmm. Come on now. Oh, I got to deal with this mess. Anyway, hey, Brock Purdy got paid. That was a big old contract, man. I love it when you see stories like this, Mr. Irrelevant to changing, lifetime type of money.
To set everyone up for flexibility. Do you mean you maybe left something on the table in an effort to help roster construction going forward?
I think where we ended up was exactly where we needed to be. I'm extremely happy with where we ended, and I know the Niners are too. And with that being said, man, like for me, it's all about football now, and however, obviously they use the cap space and all that kind of stuff. Like that's not my job. My job is to now go and win games and lead this team. And but I'm extremely happy and grateful for where we ended with, and hopefully that answers your question.
Well, Brock, hey, I mean, ain't too much to what he really said. He wasn't lying. He wasn't lying at all. Obviously, you definitely, you got your quarterback locked down, which is what, let's be honest, that's what Kyle Shanahan wanted. He thought it was supposed to be Jimmy G. Couldn't stay healthy. All right. And then you saw the whirlwind of any and everybody that they literally threw at that quarterback position. They tried the Trey Lance thing. Didn't work out. Okay. They were patient with Jimmy G. It didn't work out. All right. Just didn't work out. But lo and behold, Mr. Irrelevant. Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy, last pick of that draft, the year he got drafted. And now he's big time. He's big money. I gotta look at these numbers again. $265 million contract extension. Woo. 5 years, 265. Oh my goodness. That big money. 181 million in guaranteed. He got a no trade clause, a full no trade clause, the first in 49ers history. 43 million annual average. That puts Purdy with Jared Goff in Detroit. That's big money. I know what a lot of people gonna say. Oh man, he's Mr. Irrelevant. He don't deserve that type of money. And I'm just gonna call a spade and look at it this with so many ways. Right? I think he, for what he's been for the 49ers, that's why you pay him. He's been stability for a quarterback position. And Kyle Shanahan has been wanting. I mean, literally. He's been needing stability at the quarterback position. I mean, go look at anybody that has ever played for Kyle Shanahan in the 49ers the last few years. I'm not saying they're world beaters, but damn it, they haven't been scrubs. The system of Kyle Shanahan works. Run the ball, play action bootleg. It works. His system works. It's worked for that team. It's going to continue to work. You can interchange the players on the offense when it comes to Kyle Shanahan's system. And with the 49ers, especially quarterback, look, there's some guys. Yeah, Trey Lance, that was wild, bro. Trey Lance just didn't work out. But I'm just come on, man. I'm not one of those subscribers. Do I think Brock Purdy is an elite quarterback? No. Do I think he's one of the top 5? No. Well, for the 49ers, he's a damn good quarterback option. He's been what Kyle Shanahan has been wanting. So that's why you give him that type of money. And let's be honest, for all you fathers out there, they got a son and they're playing football. It's only a few positions you want them playing: quarterback, left tackle, wide receiver, defensive end. You know why? Because quarterback is the most important position. So that makes sense. Wide receiver, quarterback needs somebody to throw it to. And left tackle, I need somebody to protect the quarterback. So those are one of your highest paid positions. And pass rush, I got to get after the quarterback. So you look at positions that are so solely, I guess, hand-in-hand relationship, need one to go with the other type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, I get where I'm going with that. I just think the 49ers, man, they'll be fine. I honestly think that the 49ers are probably the team that most people aren't talking about right now, which is crazy to think. Because they're like, oh, they had a down year, so many injuries. Well, injuries, they're used to having injuries. The 49ers teams are probably one of the most hurt teams year in and year out. They've always done a great job of, managing those injuries and not allowing certain injuries to, I guess, kill their season. Last year was just a down year. It is what it is. I think they'll bounce back. I honestly think that if you don't pay attention to the 49ers, to Brock Purdy, who's going to, obviously there won't be no Debo. I don't think that's that bad of a missing link. That's just my opinion. Because I think there's just so many other things that the 49ers do well on offensive wise that they'll be all right. And you're not asking Brock Purdy to give you the world. He's ran that Kyle Shanahan system damn near flawless. That's why he got paid, y'all. I get it. Y'all hate quarterback pay scale. I hate it too. I absolutely hate that the quarterback pay scale is so far away from everybody else's. Like literally $53 million per year, the annual average is what Brock Purdy and Jared Goff are getting at the top of the quarterback market. You got other positions that might tap out at 30, 35. Hell, you got other positions that you better hope you get 20. I just don't understand why the quarterback position is so financially separated from everybody else, but it's the position that is most needed, most dependent on everybody else doing their job. Like, I really want y'all to really think about that. Quarterback position is so dependent on so many other people to do their job. How are they the most highest paid? Because look at the issue we got in Kansas City. I love Patrick Mahomes, and that's why I'm using my team as this example. I love him. But we ain't figured out the left tackle issue. All right? And say what you want. It now has cost the Kansas City Chiefs 2, not 1, 2 Super Bowls. Got their ass kicked a couple of years ago. Was it 45? Is that no 55? We in the 50s. In the damn, I'm old. Super Bowl 55. Got their ass waxed by Tampa Bay. I get it. No actual true starters, injuries to the O-line, this and that. I get it. It don't matter. On the stat sheet, they're gonna say Chiefs got their ass kicked. They ain't gonna say, asterisks, but they were out with this offensive line guy and this offensive line. Then I ain't tell you that. You know what? It's an excuse. And if you're championship material, you don't give excuses on why you lost. You just lost. You need to go back to the Super Bowl in February. All right. Some voodoo going down in New Orleans. Super Bowl 59. Philly does the same thing. They get after Mahomes. Can't protect him. He's ineffective. Can't keep him upright. He's just another guy. I don't care. You're Patrick Mahomes, Curly Lambeau. You could be damn Aaron Rodgers, that bum. You could be Tom Brady. I don't care. Walter Payton. I'm kidding. Peyton Manning. I don't care who you are. If you play quarterback and them boys don't get they don't keep you upright, yeah, gonna be a long night, pimp. Long night. It's gonna be a long night. I just never understood that, folks. I'm sorry I went off on the tangent. I just never understood how a position like quarterback is so dependent on offensive line to keep them upright, so dependent on the wide receiver to catch the passes, so dependent on other positions, but yet they are the highest paid position. Hey, when I do my taxes, all right, you get money for dependents. Dependents don't get no money. It just clicked in my head. I was relating taxes with taxes. I'm like, man, that's wow. But no, I Brock Purdy rightfully got his money. All right. Because for what he's done for the 49ers, and that's just the market of the quarterbacks, man. Is going to continue to get higher. All right. It's just the nature. It's the nature of the game. And it's man. Here's a crazy stat for y'all. I got something for y'all. I don't know if y'all saw this stat. All right. Because it just kind of got me on the pay scale of quarterbacks and whatnot. Did y'all know that there's certain quarterbacks in this league that you all would look and you like, I wouldn't necessarily pay that man that type of money. But lo and behold, there's Trevor Lawrence and Daniel Jones, who are at the top, near the top of these quarterback pay scales. And here's why I'm irritated with these. So first 60 career starts. Trevor Lawrence is 22-38. Daniel Jones is 22, 37-1. All right. 14,898 yards for Trevor Lawrence, 14,605 for Daniel Jones, 69 TDs to 46 interceptions for Trevor Lawrence, 62 TDs to 42 interceptions for Daniel Jones, 85 passer rating for Trev, 84.3 passer rating for Daniel Jones, 63.3% completion percentage for Trevor Lawrence, 64% completion percentage for Daniel Jones. So basically what I'm trying to get at, all right, is that when you got cats like Trevor Lawrence, cats like Daniel Jones, who are y'all going to be going crazy? No. But damn it, when you are Trevor Lawrence, who is sitting at 55, I should say, 55, that puts him third or tied for third. So obviously Dak Prescott at 60, Joe Burrow at 55, Jordan Love at 55, Trevor at 55. All right. So when you got that type of bread or getting that type of money, like, come on now. And Daniel Jones used to be up there. Obviously, he's under a new contract, so he's no longer up there. But he was at $40 million. That would have put him up there with Matthew Stafford. That'd have put him over Aaron Rodgers. That'd have put him over Derek Carr. That'd put him over Baker Mayfield, Geno Smith, Gardner Minshew, Sam Darnold, Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, Jayden Daniels, Drake May, C.J. Stroud, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Anthony Richardson, Jacoby Brissett. I mean, go on and on and on. All right. It is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm just looking at these pay scales of these quarterbacks, and I'm looking at some of these names, and I'm like, ain't no way he's supposed to be making that much. Ain't no way he's supposed to be making that much. But here we are. That's just the name of the game. Name of the quarterback position. Again, fathers, your son playing football, you might want to steer him towards quarterback. Because I'm just being honest. This guy went from Mr. Irrelevant, last pick in the draft, to 181 million guaranteed. All right, I'm in the wrong business, man. Boy, I wish I would have not liked them females when I was 16. I wish I would have just stayed focused and played my foosball. 265 million 5-year deal, 181 guaranteed. And he ain't even got to be the best quarterback in the building. Hell, he ain't even got to be the best quarterback in the league. You just got to be capable. Are we not seeing that trend right now in the NFL at quarterback? You just got to be capable and you'll get the bag because it's just the pay scale that comes with the position. You ain't got to be Lamar Jackson. You ain't got to be Patrick Mahomes. You ain't even got to be Dak Prescott. You just got to be a solid quarterback. You can be a Mr. Irrelevant and turn around and get paid at the quarterback position. You can come off the streets, beat out a starter, get the fan base behind you. 2 years later, you went from probably stocking shelves at a grocery store to stocking, your garage with a whole bunch of toys and shit, a whole bunch of fast cars. So, and why Jerry Jones always got to be doing the most? I wait, Mets to pay Dak, so we have to pay the highest price. Then give him $60 million guaranteed over 4 or 5 years. Other quote. Yeah, well, that was just Jerry being goofy. That really was just Jerry being goofy. I don't know why he waited so late to pay Dak, because yesterday's price ain't gonna be today's price. It's gonna go up. And so if I'm the 49ers, hey, I don't put him at the top of the pay scale, but he's top 10. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, is now a top 10 paid coach in the, top 10 paid quarterback, I should say, my fault, in the NFL. I'm in the wrong gig, y'all. Again, fathers, get your son into them quarterback camps. Get your son into them quarterback drills. Do it all. That's where the money's at in the NFL. That's where the money's at. You gotta come on. You gotta start thinking logically. Get to the money. Get to the money. Start throwing the football around in the field with your youngins. All right, get them ready. All right, wide receiver's not a bad position to get paid at. Left tackle, pass rush, never bad options to get paid at. But no, I just think Brock Purdy. I know a lot of people are going to be down on him because he was Mr. Irrelevant. And I know a lot of people are going to be down on him because, it was a down year last year for the 49ers. I'm just here to say that I'm not falling for it. Great franchises know how to bounce back. Great franchises that operate like the way they have, like the way the 49ers have, and prestige that comes with the 49ers name. I ain't tripping. So, yeah, man. I think 49 is going to be back in the NFC Championship game. Mark my words. I'm just saying. People aren't talking about them enough, and that's, you know, to me, that's a kiss of death. When you don't talk about a certain team, and then when it's time to get after it, they're gonna get after it. So, well, let's talk about this one last thing before we get up out of here, folks. And y'all know what it is. Tush push. That's right. Tush push. Oh man, the discourse around tush push is crazy. I'm just of the one that understands that yes, it's a play. All right. I'm also curious to see what other people are thinking about it, but it's just, for me, we really mad about a tush push, a play? Let's take a look at what Jason Kelsey and the other fellas had to say.
NFL owners emerged from their meetings. They voted 22-10. The league thought it made a convincing argument here because their health and safety committee recommended that they ban the push play, pushing or pulling any ball carrier. The NFL competition committee did the same. So they were able to sway some votes. Back in March, they only got 16 to 32 votes. This time, 22. So closer. It is something they could revisit next March at the annual meetings, but right now it simply was not enough.
We said yesterday that it looks like it could be going out, but in fact, it's not. So how are people reacting in Minnesota today?
Yeah, Matt, there was an element of surprise walking out of this building. In fact, some Eagles people were surprised. They walked out thinking that they didn't know what was going to happen. They could go either way, truly, and it was that close. But, you know, talking to some owners here in the building, the Eagles did a good job of potentially swaying some teams that could have been on the fence. I talked to Steelers president Art Rooney II, who said that Jason Kelsey and his presence, him explaining the tush-push play, why it's effective, why it's not really an injury risk at all, could have swayed some teams. And so the Eagles came full frontal with a plan. Owner Jeffrey Lurie gave an impassioned speech to the crowd, basically saying, look, to be proficient at something only for it to be taken away would be unfortunate.
So, y'all, what's your thoughts on this tush-push situation? All right. I mean, it's a play, y'all. It's like a quarterback sneak. I'm just confused on why there's other teams that are, including my Chiefs. I didn't understand why you wanted it banned. It's a play. It is an actual legit football play in somebody's playbook. It's been copycatted, so let's not act like it's. Look, if you just, I need teams to tell the truth. If you can't stop it, just say it. But we're not going to act like the tush push is, you know, unable to get stopped, because that's not the case. The Eagles aren't 100 for 100 on the tush push. They're more like around 85% if y'all really look at the numbers. I mean, trust me, that's a high rate of success, and I get that. But it is not 100 for 100. It's not, you know, hey, every time they do the tush push, they're going to get it. There's been teams that have been able to stop the tush push. Why don't y'all go look at what those teams did? All right? It's a play, y'all. We're talking about a play. Oh, it's a disadvantage. How? All the other 31 teams are able to duplicate it. Matter of fact, there are teams that duplicate it. Let me bring up a team, all right? And I'm going somewhere with this, so y'all follow me now. Why is it that a team like Buffalo was one of the teams that voted to ban the tush push? Now, I'm going with this because the Chiefs play the Bills every year. All right, they play first place schedule. I see them every year. I've seen the Bills run the tush push against the Chiefs. Like, how crazy is that? I really want y'all to really think about this. Buffalo Bills are one of the teams to vote to get rid of the tush push. But they are one of the teams that also implement the tush push with their big quarterback, Josh Allen. Contradictory? A little bit? A little bit. Just a little bit. I'm slightly confused on how you end up being one of the teams that votes against a play that you try to implement yourself. Oh, I get it. You're not proficient at it. You're not the Eagles. You didn't master it yet. So now you want to get rid of it. Huh. That's crazy. A little odd. Just a little odd. You know, I also found it odd that, you know, you lose to the Chiefs 13-second game and rules get changed. Noticing a trend here. Buffalo Bills only like certain rules that they think are going to benefit them and only them. Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. But in conclusion, y'all, this is just a play. All right. I heard what the reporter said. He said NFL committee said you should ban it. You know, I guess the rules and regulations and you know, whatever department they got in the NFL said, hey, I should get rid of it. Hey, fine. Here's my thing. Until the NFL can produce the numbers, factual numbers of actually people getting hurt from the tush push, and I'll shut the hell up and I say get rid of it. All right. But they got to provide those numbers. They got to. You got to be able to produce actual evidence that differs from what's quote unquote being assumed. No, I need y'all to know. Like, did he directly get hurt because of the tush push? If there's can you track that? You know, I don't know if you can actually track that during the course of a, 17-game season and trying to make sure that, abide by the rules. No tush push. It's a play, y'all. It is a play. Until you bring actual evidence that says it is dangerous to player safety, then I'll shut up. Until then, all you jokers like the Bills who love the tush push can't perfect it. Well, now you want it gone. To the teams like the Green Bay Packers who first proposed this banning of a play, to the Chiefs, my Chiefs, I'm disappointed you voted. Texans, Cardinals, Vikings, Panthers, Broncos. Now, Washington, New York, Dallas, it makes sense why you voted against it. That's your division rival. Makes sense. 49ers, Bears, Packers, again, like I said, y'all the ones that started this. Colts, Falcons, Rams, Buccaneers, Raiders, Bengals, Steelers, Chargers. 22 of the 30 teams, 32 teams, I'm sorry, 22 of the 32 voted to get rid of it. We're going to deal with this every year, y'all. Tush push. Because now that it didn't get banned, guess what the Eagles are going to do? Oh, they're going to tush push the hell out of y'all every game. You don't see it in week 1. You don't see it in week 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and damn sure going to see it on 18. Going to see it in the playoffs. Wild card, divisional round, championship game, Super Bowl. Don't matter. You're going to see it. Yeah, man. It's wild. This is wild. Can't believe a play, a tush push has been causing so much grief and commotion. A tush push. All right. It's going to be a point in time that NBA, NFL, MLB, the other sports entities going to start smarting up. Start smarting up. All right. Gotta be better than what the hell y'all doing, man. This shit crazy, bro. This shit crazy. Crying over a tush push. I'm baffled, y'all. I really am. It's a move. It's a play. If you can't stop it, that's on you. But don't hide behind the player safety. It's a dangerous play. Where's your evidence? Where? I need experts. I need actual to the T. When the player got hurt, what play was it on? Was it a tush push or not? I need to know. Because before you start banning a play that is just an actual play all in an offensive playbook. Come on now. With no lack of evidence or proof of anything that people can get hurt from it. I don't know, man. What the hell? I don't know. I'm just a content creator. I don't know shit. All right. Don't make sense to me. I hope it makes sense to you. I'm gonna get up out of here. All right. Did a little overtime, about 7 minutes over, but it's all good. It's my show. Do what the hell I want. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for rocking with your boy. All right. Obviously, it being Wednesday, last show of the week. And most importantly, y'all make sure y'all go like, share, subscribe. I.O.W Sports Network. All right. Shout out to all the people I collab with on a regular basis. All right. You know, Man Down, 613. My man Rod Uncensored. Of course, you better top in me and my man Bobby G, I.O.W Podcast. So much more. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting stuff. I got so many podcasts, but going on to my Twitter page. Right there. Boom. All right, right under my name. Twitter, Casey Wildcard Mar. You know what it is. And like I said, I appreciate y'all. But I need one favor from y'all. I need y'all to go out here. Have a fantastic weekend. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. All right? Love y'all. Peace and love. We out here. Y'all have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah. Silent Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card Mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card Mar. We about to raise